Good morning, or yeah, it's still morning. I'm still up early. It's a new week, new day. Well, actually, yesterday was the new beginning of the new week, but I don't think of Sunday as the beginning of the week. I think as Sunday as the end of the week because just the way the calendars are. I don't know. I haven't written anything down for plans for today because of what's going on today. Jerry has her aide come in, and the aide comes in for about 3 hours. She was supposed to have the shower aide come in, but she wasn't. Jerry's feeling a little under the weather, I guess you'd say. Her back is hurting. She's feeling a little weak, and I think that's because of the fact that she just overdid it over the weekend, and she's now paying for it. It's that whole good day, bad day thing. She had a fairly good week with 1 or 2 bad days in the middle. Today's kind of a bad day because she did try to do a few things that she probably should not have done last night. So she's having a bad day. But the aide that's supposed to be here Monday through Friday is here, and they're talking and they're having a good time. They get along. They seem to be getting along. So yeah, that's happening. Yes, folks, I trimmed my hair, cut my beard, or at least the side areas. So I'm feeling good. I think the whole getting trimmed and whatnot did a whole lot of good today. Unfortunately, my eyes today are having issues with focusing, so everything seems to be a blur for the most part. So I'm wearing my glasses just to make sure that I can see what I'm doing. Excuse me. So I'm in a good mood today. I've got a lot to do today, not only just for the house, but for looking for a temporary job for the summer, unless it becomes a permanent job. I have at least 9 applications that I did online, and I only got 3 callbacks from those applications. So I'm just sitting back, biding my time. I do have, through unemployment, I do have a small amount of money coming in, and it's enough to help, ends meet, which is better than nothing. So yeah, and the thing is the small amount of money I'm getting from unemployment is, actually, it helps us out a bit. But I want to talk about a few things that we were able to get for cheap. I mean, extremely cheap, because of discounts, and Dave and Sissy, who has daily Amazon sales or discounts or whatnot, because I guess these items are overstocked and they're just trying to get rid of them. But oops, that's just an empty box that I was supposed to throw out with cycling. The first thing I want to show you, because it's more for camping than anything else, but it's a camping pan. And some people are like, well, what's so special about this? Well, one, it's rechargeable. That's the first thing. Second thing is it's designed with a little hook that you can hang off of. Basically anything you can hook it onto. So it's pretty nice. You can put it in your camper, hang it up in your van, your tent. If your tent has a internal cord or something to hang it off of. Or, whoops, I pushed the button too soon. Or it's got the hanging brackets to hang it off of a wall. It does swivel, so you can point it in a lot of different directions. It has a spot here in the back for aromatherapy pads. So if you wanted to put like citronella in there, like you can get the citronella oil, put it on one of the pads, stick it in here, turn the fan on. That citronella will spread throughout your camping area or your tent, keep the bugs out, especially the skeeters. And let me point it towards you guys. It's really fun. It has 3 speeds: low, medium, high. When I was testing this out yesterday with my wife, I'm on the other side of a king-size bed, and you can feel it all the way across the room. So, pretty powerful fan. And it also has regular lighting, low-level lighting, night light. So you can literally charge this up off of basically anything you can put your USB charger into. You know, a wall socket with a block, or into a car charger that has a car charging port for USB. You have a backup generator with a USB cord. You can put it on, on that and charge it up. It's a pretty good sized little fan. I'm going to pause after I ask you this question. I want you to give me what you think how much this cost. If you guessed over $10, you were wrong. It was $9.99. The original price for this was $15.99. So, it's a small discount, but still, any discount is worth it. Back to camping stuff. Oh, there's one other thing I want to show you guys before I end my... Actually, since I'm talking about camping stuff, let's go ahead. Jerry got this item for 50% off, and I don't know what the original price was because she didn't tell me, but she said it was also a $10 item for like half off. Fan wants to blow my hair, sorry. I'm not even going to take it out of the case because it shows a picture of it on the side, but it's a very interesting item. It is I'll describe it to you better because this picture does not do it any justice. Oh, I've got it upside down, that's why. It's an Ozark Trails foldable side table with a cup holder for $10. These things normally run like 15 plus, maybe 20 plus, depending on the item, because of Ozark Trail is a major brand name for camping here in the Midwest. And I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. So it's got 3 tiers, and a cup holder. Granted, our camp chairs have cup holders, but still a side table that can hold just about anything you want with lips. It's got edges, so nothing will roll off or fall off. This next item, which was also a gift from Jerry, because what I'm trying to do in this room. And I'm debating on what to do now because I have 2 tapestries that need to be hung up in this room, and they're all pretty good sized tapestries. This is the biggest one I have behind me. And I'm like, if I decide to relocate it to there, it would take up that whole wall and then some, to be replaced by this, which has got more color to it, and I think it's more intriguing, or more, don't know how to, more artistic. And it comes with its own wall mounting, its own wall mounting little, nail the white part into the wall and then clip and hook the tapestry. Yes, it's a tapestry. And I'm gonna have to move this back and probably stand up. But make sure I got it right side up before I show it. Nope, I don't. I'll just do this real quick so you guys can see the whole tapestry. Now, I'm hoping I pronounce this right for the Norwegians or those who are of Nordic background or know the Nordic terms better than I do. I do believe it's called the Voganat. It is one of many different symbols that represent Odin. And of course, with the raven next to it, you know, it's kind of obvious to even the lowest of people who understand or like Viking mythology or lore, or what we're going to call it. But it's a whole lot more color than the one behind me right now, and I've already had one or two people who automatically go to looking at just the various runic symbols on the tapestry behind me and go, oh, that's devil worship. No, it's not. It's runic symbols. It's symbols from the old school language of the ancients. So that's why I was thinking about switching the two out. But I don't know. I'm used to seeing that behind me. And, well, either that tapestry or the blue wolf tapestry I have is going somewhere like here on this wall. I don't know yet. We're still trying to finalize that decorations. I have to do certain things still in here that will clean up the room a little bit, but I'm looking forward to dealing with that. I have one more item that I got in the mail yesterday. Surprisingly, mail was delivered yesterday, unless it was sitting out all night, which I don't think it would have been, because I check the mailbox quite often. But one of the other packages that I got that Jerry didn't know what it was, I didn't know what it was. It had my name on it. There was no slip. There was no slip of paper saying who it came from. No like gift tag or anything like that. It was just like, here it is. If you don't like it, you can do whatever you want with it. But we didn't send a return tag, or basically there's no return information. And since there's no signature, there's no like, you know, hopefully this will help you out, blah blah blah, anything like that. Because I looked for slips of paper inside the book, and I looked for signatures, and the brand new book came from Amazon. So whoever bought it for me is an Amazon user, and it's basically the Caregiver's Guide to Cancer. And I was like, okay, wow, I didn't know they had such a book. And I guess whoever gave it to me knows I'm an avid reader, and I'm dealing with my wife and all this cancer. And it talks about how. Let's look at the table of contents. Part 1, Understanding Cancer 1. Part 2, Caring for Somebody with Cancer. Okay, the number behind those is just the page it starts on. And then Part 3, Caring for Yourself. Cancer Explained. Caregiver's Journal begins. Treatments and side effects. Common daily living changes. Financial and legal decisions. Long-term caregiving help. Advanced cancer care. How caregiving affects you. Work-life balance. Staying healthy and resilient. Resources, reference, and index. I might have to put aside all my other books and read this, because I'm literally dealing with this on a daily basis now. But anyhow, whoever sent this to me, I can understand you want to remain anonymous. If you want to tell me why you sent it to me, or drop me a personal note or anything like that, you can either find me on Facebook, or you can drop me a line through Messenger, through the I don't know if YouTube has a private messenger service, but you can drop me a line either via text or Facebook Messenger. I'm sorry, my brain is just like kind of like thankful yet bewildered at the same time. I think whoever sent this to me has some compassion, whether they're somebody who knows me for a long time or somebody new who just knows my struggles, has compassion for the factor of what I'm dealing with. I really appreciate the book. I'm not like upset about it, but I'm just kind of like, I wish whoever would have at least left a note through Amazon to say who you are and leave your name out of leave your name out of this log, which I would have done, but I'm lost for words all of a sudden. I really am, because this just the fact that you have the compassion and whatnot to send me the book says a lot to me. I mean, it and I have no tissues. Oh goody, I do have a handkerchief. Because I mean, being able to have this kind of material to read from somebody who's sending it from the graces of their heart, understanding the difficulties of being a caretaker. And I know there's several of you who have told me that you have been caretakers or you are currently caretaking for a loved one. Sometimes it's easy to overlook the messages or the information that you're trying to put on my channel, because sometimes there are so many different messages of similar characteristics, but it's hard sometimes to see things through other people's experience, because you have your experience and my experience may be two different things, because not everybody has the same type of cancer or the same way of dealing with it, or the severity or how far along it's progressed or anything like that. But just to have this book so I can read it is very nice, very important. So, and the author has worked in the medical field for 30 years. But, oh wow. I just noticed the back of the book with the coding and the prices and whatnot, and I'm not going to tell you the prices, but I'm just like, brand new looking book. Nobody's used it before. It came directly from Amazon, and the price on here is just like, oh my, that's a but anyhow, if the person who sent this to me wants to drop a line or whatnot, you can find me on Facebook. If you're already a Facebook friend, you can drop me a private message. If you don't want to go through Facebook, you can drop me a message at my Gmail address, which is, and I try to put it in the description box if I remember. Excuse me. Actually, you might be able to go on to Jerry Ann's blog page and find our email addresses there. But if you can't, my email address is husband080500@gmail.com. And not I'm sorry. 00. Basically, I said O instead of 0. I do that a lot. Sorry. But I appreciate this. I really do. I mean, I've only glanced at the back cover at some of the information and went, okay, yeah, this definitely looks like a good book to read. So I will probably start reading that pretty soon, and probably writing down notes out of it for, compare, yeah, this is what's happening, let's write this down, and write myself a little note or anything like that. But today looks like it's going to be a decent day, except for the weather. They said it was going to storm briefly. Yeah, briefly. I got some sprinkles, and that's about it. So it's like, call this rain, and barely enough to wet the road, let alone put, droplets on my windshield. But I guess because of the fact that we're under a heat advisory with high humidity, which makes it feel hotter, the sky has decided to open up to, tease us with some rain. Because usually when it starts getting this hot and this humid this early, it's like, please, rain, please. Something to keep the ground from becoming too dry and making it hard for crops to grow. But since I don't really have much to do outside unless I wanted to run the recycling to the recycling center, which I think I might wake up early again tomorrow and do that before it starts getting too hot. I'm sorry. I'm still flabbergasted by the love that people have shown by sending. This book has been one of many gifts that I've gotten from. Most of the time, most of the gift givers they let me know who sent it. But I think the reason why is because there's still a few people out there who are lurking around on my channel and wanting to be, negative Neelys. In fact, I saw one this morning. I just totally, I'm not going to deal with it because, it was, one, it was uncalled for. Two, it was a little harsh. And three, it was just like, I don't know what you're talking about there, bud. But, anywho, I noticed something yesterday with yesterday's vlog. Now, I know, I'm trying my best to go back to my roots, and I was only going to do Sunday and Wednesday for Bible study, but this pertains not to the Bible study itself, but the show of characteristic of people. I know one of the reasons why my numbers went up so quickly is because of the fact that everybody was enjoying the drama and the negativity and the round robin of just, having personal issues, which we all have. And granted, what started the rise of my channel, the quick rise, I should say, is because of the factor of a year ago, I could not contain my frustrations and anxieties and negative energies, basically, because I was not releasing them properly, and it exploded on YouTube. And yeah, I did a lot of stupid things excuse me, did a lot of stupid things last year. And, well, we all live and we learn. At least I hope we learn from our mistakes. I have. I'm not proud of it. I really am not proud of it. I could have done it differently. There's a lot of things that just came out before we realized what the problem was. And when we found out, yeah, I changed my tune because I realized it was a severe issue. It was an issue that could have cost Jerry her life if they did not jump on it as quickly as they did. Now, I'm not going to repeat anything from then because I now understand why things happened and what was happening. And, well, because I'm on a new chapter of my life and trying to deal with her cancer and being the caregiver when the professionals aren't here. And I've learned a lot from them, and they say they've learned a few new tricks from me. So I'm, I don't know if they were saying that just to be encouraging or if they were sincere. Don't know. I took everything they were saying with a grain of salt because of the factor sometimes in situations like what we have here, people try to be as polite and courteous and, upbeat. That's the word I'm looking for. Upbeat and positive in a situation that could be very dragging and negative and just, why? And I'm happy that Dre is getting better. She's not out of the woods. They're not gonna downgrade her from a stage 4. It's always gonna be a stage 4. We're waiting for the nuclear bone scan to see what's going on with her bones and what kind of treatment she needs to deal with and what she can and cannot do and what they can or cannot do for her. So it's going to be this way probably most of the rest of her life. She's going to have her good days. She's going to have her bad days. She's going to have her treatments every 30 days or whatnot. Do 30 days worth of treatment and do 30 days off treatment or whatever, however they feel like doing it, or whatever decisions can be made, and Jerry decides which direction to go in, because it's more quality of life, not quantity of life, that we're worried about now. But the thing is, if she's got that brace on, if she's limited to her weight bearing, if she's still got the aches and pains and whatnot, she's still going to have not the full quality of life that she wants, but she's going to be able to do what she can do or what we want to do with certain limitations, which means I have to try to keep myself going and as healthy and as fit as possible, so I can help her and do the heavy work, the stuff that she should not be doing. I got mad at her yesterday and harped on her because she was trying to do something that she wasn't supposed to do, and I harped on her for it. I told her, just stop, lay back down. What is it you're trying to do? Let me do it for you. Well, what happened was she dropped her earbud case without the earbuds in it, which made it harder to find. And she was trying to twist and bend and look for it. And I'm like, no. What are we doing? I lost my earbud case. I don't know where it went. I can't find it. I don't see it. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, fine. Where'd you last see it? Where do you think it went to? I was trying to ask her questions. And she goes, well, it was up here, but then it fell, and I can't find it. Well, we found, like, the top plastic piece for the cover. Not the hinged piece, but the off-brand cover that you put on over or around the earbud case to help protect the earbud case. Well, it turns out the earbud case had hit the floor. The top protective piece popped off, and the rest of it skidded halfway across the floor to be like right smack dab in the middle of the bed on the floor, basically underneath the bed. So I had to remove 1 or 2 storage bins that we had underneath the bed to crawl underneath the bed to get to the earbud case. But we got it. That was the thing, we got it. It's just the fact that, you know, she should not have done some of the things that she did. So that's probably one of the reasons why she's hurting today. And I was like, I don't care what time of day it is. If I'm home and you lost something, don't go trying to find it by twisting and bending and doing all the things that you're not supposed to do. And I just hope that doesn't show up poorly on her nuclear bone scan. Oh, that's tomorrow. So I'm going to have to get up early. I just got to remember tonight to take out the trash because it's overflowing and the raccoons have been getting into it, and I got to clean up a mess on the patio or the carport tomorrow afternoon or sometime tomorrow after I bring the can back up from the curb. Raccoons, what a pain in the butt. They're cute, they're furry, they're inquisitive, but they get into your garbage. And for some reason, they love our garbage. And I don't know if it's because it's the closest to the field where they probably live, next to the house or whatever. But it's like, quit getting into my garbage, you little varmint. But it's life. I keep on sliding in this chair because I have I don't know what kind of material this is, but they're called joggers. They're a type of man's pants that men jog in with just 2 pockets, but no back pockets, just the 2 hip pockets. They're very comfortable. They keep me cool in the summertime. I want to go out and buy at least 2 more pairs of that. And then, of course, I have my Nordic, like, really silky type material. I like it. It's cool. It doesn't overheat me, but I'm probably going to change into something a little bit different here in an hour or 2. But it's one of those. Life lately has been one of those. Learn to ride the wave, just so you don't go bonkers. Some days are good days, some days are bad days. It really depends on what Jerry might have done last night or the day before. Too much work, too much exertion, doing too much. It was suggested to us by, I think I might have said the doctor, but Jerry corrected me. It was one of her sisters that suggested, just spending an hour a day in her brace to do a project. And it's like, well, sometimes some of these projects take more than an hour, depending on how much stuff we got to deal with. But tisk is life. I have no idea what we're doing the rest of the day because Jerry suggested for me to spend another day or 2 sleeping in the guest room, just so I can get better rest and not be woken up in the middle of the night by her coughing or her earbuds or whatever ran out of juice, and whatever movie she might have been watching that's still playing on her tablet starts to play out loud instead of in her ear and wakes me up. But she's like, yeah, you should go ahead and sleep in the guest room another day or 2. You deserve, a good night's rest. And I'm like, that's a combination of Jerry saying that she wants to use a whole bed because of her aches and pains, and trying to get me to go to sleep instead of spending half the night playing a game or whatever on the tablet itself. So it's kind of like, yeah, because last time I slept in there without the tablet, I was pretty much out cold early. So, but we'll see. I mean, everything in moderation, I guess you'd say. I mean, so it's one of those, like, we'll see what happens type deal. Anyhow, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope the week is good for you guys. I know those of us who work, and right now I don't work, but I know that working a job when you're up early, like my job when I was working it was, I get up at 5, start work at 6, might have gotten home by 3, somewhere between 2:30 and 3. I don't know. So we'll see what the future brings. Never can tell what happens. So yeah. If this little vlog was enjoyable, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about this little video, go ahead and put it in the comment question box. I will deal with them or address them as soon as I can, or as soon as I get them. If you're new to my channel and want to join, hopefully for a positive reason, go ahead and click on the subscribe box. And once you click on that, a little bell will pop up. You click on that bell, and YouTube will let you know when I put my next video in. So until next time, you guys have a good day. Enjoy. Bye.